I absolutely love summer. I love the warmth. I weirdly like the chaos because I'm a very structured person the rest of the year, but I love all of the vacations. I kind of like the unpredictability of friends texting and saying, hey, let's meet up at a park, and throwing the plans out the window and going to the park. However, with all of that fun definitely comes a little bit of a cost, because I have found myself, after a lot of running around lately, we were camping for a week and then my husband was gone for another week. I took the kids to my grandparents' house and then we all went to my aunt's house, and we've just been running around a lot. And every time we go somewhere and then come home, there is a certain amount of reset that has to take place to kind of get back into your normal life. So in this video, I wanted to show you how we reset after we come back from vacation, or how we recover from a really crazy week. And hopefully this will help you out as you are coming back from your summer vacations and getting ready to start school again. If you're new around here, I'm Kassy with makingtimeforgiggles.com, and I make videos all about how to simplify and streamline your life so you can get an extra 7 hours in your week. If that sounds like something you would be into, please subscribe down below and ring the bell next to it so you can be notified when the next video comes out. Hey guys, real quick before you get into this video, the Broken Link sale is still going on, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about, make sure you watch to the end of this video because I will have all of the details for you at the end. You definitely want to take advantage of this offer before Monday at midnight, because I've never done a sale like this before and I'm not sure if I will do it again. All right, let's get back to the video. So the first thing that we do when we get home from vacation, and this isn't really something we do when we get home, it's more a preparatory thing when we're planning when we will come home, is we try not to get home later than about 7 p.m. Sometimes it ends up being later for one reason or another, but I have found that 7 p.m. home arrival time to be the sweet spot, because there is just enough energy left from the day and from the travel and from the excitement to completely get everything reset before you start the next day. If it is too much later, the kids are getting cranky, you need to get them into bed right away. And generally, Ross and I are really tired also if it is much later than that once we get the kids in bed and we say, oh, let's just take care of everything tomorrow. Well, what inevitably happens at that point is tomorrow turns into let's do it tomorrow, let's do it tomorrow, let's do it tomorrow. And before you know it, 5 days have gone by and our suitcase is still sitting at the top of the stairs. So I have found it is much better to just really shoot for being home around that 7 p.m. or earlier time slot. The next thing that we do, and the true first thing that we do when we arrive home, is we get everything put away. Now, how exactly we do this varies a little bit depending on the time that it is. If it is really close to bedtime, we will often say to the girls, go in, get yourselves ready for bed. We will deal with the unloading. And if that's the case, my husband is in charge of bringing everything out of the car into the house, and then I take it from whichever door he brought it into, whether it's the garage or the front door, and I take it upstairs and put everything away. Typically, when we are packing up to come home, I will put everything that is dirty in one suitcase. We typically take 2 small carry-on size suitcases, one for my husband and I and one for the kids. I will put all of the dirty things into one of the suitcases and everything that is still clean into the other. And that makes it super easy when I get home. I just unzip the dirty one, dump it all in the washing machine, and then that suitcase is ready to go back downstairs. Everything that is clean gets put all the way away in the drawers as the kids are getting ready for bed. Now, if it is a little bit earlier, or if the kids are just still very cheerful and willing to help, which sometimes is the case even if it is a little later, then we will generally assign them the job of putting all of their things away. So every snack wrapper that they have in the back, they need to throw that away. All of their entertainment for the trip, they need to put all of that away. And then when I get to putting clothing away, I will also hand them their pile of clean clothing and ask them to put it away. But like I said, if it is later, if they're sleepy, I will just take over doing that and not worry about it too much. The most important part of this whole reset that I'm going to talk about is putting everything away in the house so that you can wake up the next morning and everything is clean and you are ready to start on the right foot. Now, this next part isn't an every single time thing, but we are starting to do it more and more as we reset the car to its pre-vacation state, which means getting all the stuff out and then putting things back in that belong in the car. Like, I like to keep the stroller and the Lilla baby, and I also have a basket of grocery bags, some things like that, our first aid kit in the car. Before we get all of those things in the car, and after we've taken everything else out, we will vacuum out the car. And this is just kind of a new thing that we have started doing because it was really frustrating my husband. The kids would eat in the car on trips. It would get crumbs everywhere, but I didn't want to not have them eat on trips because it keeps them happy a lot longer in the car. So this was kind of a compromise we came to. I said, I will vacuum the car out because it keeps the kids happy a lot longer if we let them snack or eat, especially if it's longer than a 2-hour trip. And I'm happy to vacuum it out. It's worth the quiet and peace for me. And then he's happy because the car is nice and clean again. So it's definitely not something you have to do, but it does feel nice when you're back home, everything is back put away, to just have that car nice and vacuumed out and ready to go for whatever your next adventure is. The next thing that we do is the day after we get home, I just start on whatever the routines were for that day. So let's say, for example, we get back home on a Wednesday evening. I will just start on the Thursday's chores for that week. I will not worry about what Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays chores were. And I know those things will get taken care of as soon as the weekend is over. So I don't try to cram any more cleaning into that week than is already there. And since we weren't home, the house usually isn't dirty and you don't have to be cleaning a whole bunch when no one has been making it dirty. So just start your cleaning routines on whatever day it is, and don't try to deep clean the house when everyone is tired or stress out about getting all of your cleaning done for the week. By the time the next Thursday rolls around, you will have gone through an entire week of cleaning and everything will be reset. And the fifth thing that I do when we get back from vacation is I think about easy meals for the week. Now, this isn't every single time. For example, when I came back from my aunt's house or my grandma's house, they did most of the cooking while we were there, or really all of the cooking, and I wasn't busy while we were there. It was a relaxing time for me, so coming home and cooking wasn't a big deal. But when I came back from my week of camping pretty much solo with the kids, I definitely made a lot more easy meals because I was tired. I was very tired after that week. And it's okay when you're coming back from a vacation, you're a little tired, your kids are tired, everyone may be a little bit cranky, maybe a little bit not so excited to be back home after all the fun. It's okay to let yourself have a week of easy meals, do some easy prep, easy cleanup, and if you really want to make it easy on yourself, get some paper plates, paper bowls, plasticware, and just don't even do any dishes. So I hope you found this video helpful as you are resetting after a busy summer, hopefully a fun summer. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below if you have any traditions that you have when you get home from a vacation that make your life a little bit easier. I know I always love reading those comments, and I'm sure a lot of other moms would as well. As always, I'm Kassy with makingtimeforgiggles.com, and I make videos all about how to simplify your life. So be sure to subscribe down below and ring the bell next to it, and I will see you on the next video. I hope you found that video super helpful. Now, you may or may not know that I experienced a website hack at the beginning of April that basically took everything down, and I have had to rebuild almost from square one. And as part of the website rebuilding process, I also decided to create the rest of the workbooks that everyone would need to streamline their home. So you know that a streamlined home has 4 pillars: the decluttering, routines, meal planning, and budgeting. Now, I have had available for a while sale the Autopilot Workbook, which helps you build out your routines, and the Set It and Forget It Meal Planning Workbook, which helps you plan your meals once and for all. But I didn't have available anything to help with decluttering separately from my course or budgeting. Well, as I was in this content creation process, I worked with a graphic designer, and I now have available all 4 workbooks. We now have a Cluttered to Calm workbook, which was previously only available with the course. And we also have a Money Mastery workbook, which walks you through everything you need for building a budget, paying off debt, donating to charity, and building your savings accounts. And in addition to the printable workbooks, I also put each one into a Google spreadsheet. Now, as a thank you to all of you who have reached out and let me know when different things on my site have not been working, and that is actually how I discovered that the hack had happened, I'm going to do something that I've never done before, and I don't know if I'll ever do it again. But I am going to have a kind of thank you sale, and I'm calling it a broken link sale because there have been so many broken links on my website. And I'm going to offer all of the workbooks, the old ones and the new ones, and all 4 of the spreadsheets for 10% off. And if you would like any of the bundles where you can buy all 4 workbooks, all 4 worksheets, or all of it together, any of those will be 30% off. And I do also have one other brand new product that is called Meal Planning Magic. And in that one, I have all kinds of theme nights written in for you and rotations already picked out with lots of recipe ideas for if you are plant-based like I am, or if you are not. And that is available for 20% off. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. For anyone who is on my email list, they are getting an even better discount for each of these things. So if you are interested at all in purchasing, sign up through the link down in the description below and use the links in that email, and you will get an even better discount than what I just mentioned. But if you don't want to be on any more email lists, I totally get it. I will put links to the sales that I mentioned down in the description below, and you can access the sale prices there. Just be warned, on Monday at midnight, those links will no longer work. So if you would like to take advantage of this sale, make sure you purchase before Monday at midnight.